That right there is a chicken leg quarter, a little bit of spinach, an egg, and frozen liver. And this is a mukbang video. Hope you enjoy. Forgot to introduce the main attraction, my dog Khan. 10-week-old Australian Shepard. He's doing good. Maybe got a little bit of a gut to him. Been feeding him the BARF diet. This video is dedicated to 1st 508th Airborne, who initially got me started on the path of raw food for my future pet, which I now have. And he's fantastic, he's gorgeous, he's smart, and he can handle this raw diet no problem now. It's definitely a learning experience starting out and watching him deal with it. And you know, I of course mashed that down pretty good. As you can see, that chicken leg quarter is mashed pretty good. But yeah, let's see if I can get a better angle here. Well, BARF is an acronym for biologically appropriate raw foods. I'm just messing with you. I'm just mimicking my raw food idol, 1st 508th. Really appreciate him getting me started on the BARF diet for my dog. I know he loves it. I think it's better for my dog than feeding him any kind of garbage kibble. Let me put this back. Oh yeah. Oh wait, just a camera. And I can pet him and stuff. Just don't want to get raw food on him. He's all good. There's some of the frozen liver getting tossed out. And he just inhales this. I mean, before it would take him a good little while. Now he goes through it all pretty easily. He's good at using those molars now. Do have a couple videos, well, one in particular of an earlier one of him struggling twice, you know, with regurgitating a little bit, choking at first. So yeah, there's a learning curve and an experience curve, especially for a layman such as myself, where, you know, even though you can watch videos on YouTube and see other people doing it with their giving their dogs raw bones and raw meat. It's another thing watching your own pet do it and seeing him deal with it himself. So there's definitely a little bit of a, you know, let him deal with it. You need to know to let him deal with it. Don't pick the dog up. Don't scare him or distract him. He's dealing with it himself. And you know, dogs didn't get to where they are today with humans by being stupid and just choking on pretzels and stuff, like equivalent pretzels and stuff like that. So they can do this. He's totally got this down to an art form now, and he's super excited for his food every day, and he's a very happy dog. Mine his first, hopefully what's going to be our first mukbang video on YouTube. Like I said, I have other footage, not as good, or definitely early stages. He's 10 weeks old, just over 10 weeks, and last 2 weeks have just been getting used to him and him getting used to me, and getting him over the initial BARF diet transition, going from kibble and all that. It's definitely a few tips that I can give to maybe a few prospective future BARF diet dog owners. For instance, when I started with the chicken leg quarter, when you mash it up and you leave the skin on, it's like a little blanket for the meat, and it's easy for them to just kind of be tempted to, you know, pull off the skin and eat that first, and then mostly just skin, and then maybe they won't eat the rest of the meat. That'll give them diarrhea. Once you know the ratio of bone to fat and all that good stuff, meat, bone, fat, if you give them too much fat, i.e. if they eat just the skin on the chicken leg quarter, it can give them diarrhea and explosive diarrhea. And so you need to be aware of that. Also giving them, you know, the treats that I've given him of just little itty bitty nibbles of, you know, he has to fight for it out of the pinch of my fingers. Little bacon fat, cooked bacon fat, things like that. Very little, just a little bit of like string cheese. Like I give him a little itty bitty thin little string of it. He likes that, but too much will give him diarrhea. And in terms of their poo, excuse me talking about the poo, but it's an interesting learning experience for me. He turns his head over here. I'm trying to get better footage. Thanks, buddy, for dealing with me for the camera angle. But what was I saying? But yeah. Still got his frozen liver in there. See, he's trying to take it down. It's got that last little nub. Should hopefully bite it off and not take it all in one piece. There you go. So you can see how in 5 minutes, roughly, he devours that whole thing. Very impressive. Goes faster. Goes faster than I imagined. So have him on this little plastic mat here. It's easy for me to keep clean so the whole floor doesn't get contaminated and things like that. As you can see, he makes a little bit of a mess, so I do clean up every time after him. Yeah, it's a little by little. I mean, a lot more work than just dumping kibble in there, but it's a world of difference for him, and I'm sure it's going to be a world of difference for his vet bills in the future. So I think this is way worth it, putting in the work now so you don't have to fix him up later. So yeah, he's just polishing the rest of that off there. He's getting the frozen little bits, the egg yolk. All great, good stuff for him. I'll hold that for him. So he loves it. I love him loving it. I love it. I think it's fun. And yeah, it's nice to make a meal for your buddy, essentially, and he really looks forward to it. Like I said, oh, stepped on a little, see, you gotta just watch him. Stepped on a little piece of egg there, and he wipes. So you just need to watch his paws, give him a little wipe. You know, if you're crazy about the sanitation part of it, like I kind of am. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, but I deal with it. Good boy. Good boy. He's super thankful. He's super sweet. It's a great experience. Let me push you aside now after you give me a nice little kiss. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy. I hope this was a little bit of a educational thing for you. First 508th, I appreciate you, man. Got me started, and I watch all your videos. I think you're great, and love your dogs as well. So, again, this is dedicated to first 508th Airborne. This is my puppy, Khan. He's really thankful. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.